Hey folks, welcome back. We are episode 2 of our Citizen Sleeper gameplay. Again, my name's Jagger, and yeah, we're gonna get right back into it. So last time we left off, if I remember, we didn't make a lot of headway, honestly, but we were talking to Sabine um, to try and get some medicine. I think the time has caught up for that, so we're gonna get going and see how that goes. So yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of choices you'll be able to make, especially with like the limited amount of dice you have. Especially if you know your condition lowers. Like, I wonder how big the choices get, um, and how many timed quests and things like that basically are going to be on your radar. Because I mean, I might get overwhelmed. All right, so yes, we need to go talk to Sabine. The first thing you see on entering is the glint of Toshiro's implants, like a cat's eyes in the dark of the corridor. He nods you in as you arrive at Sabine's door. The entryway was still dark, and you push through the sheeting into the surgery. I have it. Sabine stands with a... Oh, gatito. My cat's on my desk, changing my light. I have it. Sabine stands with the case open in front of them. A set of visuals lined up inside, separated by foam inserts. They pick one up, rotating it in the warm light. I have no idea how Yatagan. They trail off. We should treat this with caution. It looks authentic, but I have no idea if it really is what it appears to be. Ooh. I'm the test case? That seems to be the case. Unfortunately, I'm not sure we have another choice. They gesture for you to sit on the bed. The stabilizer works under a similar principle to an immunosuppressant and a transplant operation, in that it stops your body from rejecting the unfamiliar part of itself. In the case of your frame, the unfamiliar part is each of your biosynthetic organ groups, which over time are identified by your body as foreign material and therefore must be eliminated. Interesting. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Gatito, no puedes hacer eso, mi amor. Okay. Sabine holds up a vial of the would-be stabilizer. However, unlike an immunosuppressant, the stabilizer doesn't do this by limiting your entire immune system. Instead, it re-encodes your biosynthetic organs with new protein chains which act as passcodes within your immune system. Stabilizer refreshes those passcodes, keeping your frame from rejecting all of its organs. Passcodes? In the very basic terms, yes, they sigh. Look, what matters here is that the stabilizer should be able to encode any organic or biosynthetic matter to be accepted by your immune system. They glance away. At least if the stabilizer is genuine, the only way to know for sure is to inject the vial. They begin readying the syringe. I will start with a small dose to limit the risk. Alright, so I'm a little confused. So I have biosynthetic matter within me, so am I part machine and human? I thought I was kind of just full on human. So perhaps it's both. Well, biosynthetic, so it must be fake. Okay, let's do it. Sabine cracks the glass neck of the stabilized vial and uses a syringe to extract a fraction of the liquid. They tap the syringe, and you watch as if any sign might emerge from the clear liquid. You barely feel the needle, your frame registering the initial injection, but with little response. A sensation begins to spread from the site, a fizzing, trembling wave that disperses through your arm with incredible speed. Your vision goes white, and when it returns, Sabine appears encased in shards of sparkling light that slowly fade into darkness as you settle back against the bed. You swim in darkness, muffled noises like an argument heard from underwater, prickling waves of cold. When you sit back up, Sabine is sitting in a chair by the window, facing away from you, backlit by the glow of their slate. Awake? What happened? The stabilizer is genuine. Ooh, yes. They sit down beside the bed. I don't know how Yatagan acquired a case of this stuff, but they did. Sabine looks troubled, distracted. You should rest some more, but you're going to have to do that somewhere else. They gesture to the door. I have other patients. Sorry. Sabine nods towards the case. I'm afraid I can't offer you any more doses. You're going to need to pay for your next dose. Silence fills the room and they return to the glowing slate, looking around the room. It seems different somehow, as if things have moved or shifted. You wonder how long you have been out. Interesting. Sabine. Nothing comes free, sleeper. Remember that. You manage to get to your feet and wander out into the hallway. The queue stretches down the flickering corridor. Toshido stands impatiently by the door and fixes you with the glare as you leave. You will lower your eyes as you stumble past, somehow faintly aware of a station spinning beneath you. Ooh. Yes! We are stable! I'm medicated and stable. Oh, also, my class. I looked up how to pronounce this. It's Machinist. I think I kept calling it Machinist because Fallout 4's... Oh, and Fallout 3. But definitely Fallout 4's antagonist, the Mechanist. So yeah. Anyways. Alright. So, what do we have to do? We still have the ship mine. I don't know what the point of that is. We also need to repay Dragos. And I still haven't explored the Rotunda. I don't want to waste a really good dice on that. Ooh. 50%, 50 negative. Let's just do it with this one dice. Oh my god. Okay, whatever. Got 3 days, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more cycles left. Let's go ahead and get this done. Good, and I got 1 more. Okay. I kind of want to use that on the. Ooh, tomorrow Doc B2 is gonna have something. With the Ord exchange. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this too. Low chits and components in exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can get you a good margin. Alright, and I need 60 creds for this. 60 chits. 60 cryo. I keep forgetting that. Okay, we'll come back here soon. Oh, sorry. Back. All right. And I'm not making any money, but it's fine. All right. Let's go back to Memphis here. Let's buy some more food because we definitely need that energy. I wonder how much this feels. 3. Okay, good. +1 fungus fan. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and head back home. So now I'm curious to see what it's gonna look like with a full bar. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 cycles left. I wonder if we'll get a little cutscene with the stable condition now. No, but we got a pretty good dice roll. We got 2 5s, 4 3, and a 2. Oh, what's this? Oh yeah, Fing. Sleeper. Fing catches your attention as you approach the Haven Age building, leaning against a bay door to the side of the entrance. Isn't this entire station a Haven Age building though? Oh, I need to start really looking at the details of these characters, but yeah. I really like even the prop design of these. That looks like the Abstergo logo. Anyways. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. He gives you a look, you know. He slams a button, the bay creaks open, blinking lights in the dark behind it. You follow Finger inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates, and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen light. There's a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static, filling the dark corners of the room. Bing leans on a server stack and gestures around you. You like it? What is all this? He taps a nearby server stack which beeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from this sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block, speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, AE1, the one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer entire subsystems into existence. Interesting. Residents here look up at the eye and think they are seeing a concrete reality. But this place is a system in constant flux, decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. He walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We're keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Me too, brother. He turns back to face you on the flickering machines humming all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and sections, you can, can't you? I can see it. Makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. It's what I need. You glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, too reliant to follow your gaze. Being notices it too. I'm guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on this run, though. They're tracking me. He pats you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see, access protocols lost to time and decay, secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I can unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. He lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Haven Age, there's old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. Who is Solheim? Or what is Solheim? You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours. He winks. What do you say, Sleeper? I'm in. Bing pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Bing passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift, he smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. I dug it up from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. He walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's out there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling. I've granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. He slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper, and I'll see you soon. You step, blinking, back out into the passage. Those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Alright, so we got a new drive. What was it, the Solheim drive? Solheim Cipher. So, I do know, I think it was here, right? No, it's the other one. I'm gonna plug that right in right now. See what happens. I bet a lot of these are gonna open up. The little sound reminds me of like something from Spore. I'm not sure what it is though. With a squawk of noise, the old gate flips open, granting access. Okay, yeah, so more ones open. Let's see. Alright. A Solheim demon attempts to protect this node, squeaking out protective protocols like a mantra. Let's bypass it. Oh, that scared me. Solheim data. A set of data unearthed from the Eye's old corporate subsystems. Whoa. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread, strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. This is from the cloud. And the data goes to the Eye. Ooh. As you drift back from the node, you see a distant glint of the light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown. Astringent. Processing. Stay still. Whoa. This is like something from Elden Ring, it looks like. Please hold. The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on its lithe legs. Though there's no ground here to pace on. Entity, identify, origin, serial, Cadence. The figure faces you expectantly. Sleeper. SNR. Unknown. Known. The figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave. They approach with intent. Stop. The figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity. Your identity is unknown. We can only seek to correct illegalities. Can you affirm your legal right to sentience? Ooh. I'm a person. Incorrect. You are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock? Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. Oh, what's it say? Hunter. Sentient protocol unraveling. Interesting. Sealed dock? An entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. It glows with murderous intent. Strike. You lash out with all your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing. A spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. Ooh. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. I like that. Don't know what any of that means, though. Oh, we got a scrap freighter. So it says buy some scrap. Most of what comes in from the Star Ward Belt is corroded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found among the salvage. The big scrap allowance. The big stuff goes to the shipyard. The valuable stuff to the markets. To let you buy a few crates, but not much more. Interesting. Unload containers. The freighter crew are eager to get their payload in the ore exchange, and they'll pay a wage to anyone willing to help them. I want to try this out. Ooh. Could really put us in a bad position, but I want to do it. I only get one chance, it looks. I think that. Wait, sorry. No, it's the endure skill, but it's repeatable action. Oh, nice. Okay. Let's go back to Fing. We got one data here. Scoping the systems. Fing wants to get a look at what data is hiding deep in the subsystems of the eye. Okay, nice. Pretty sure, yeah, we got enough money now to go get some more goodies. I kind of want to spend it on this, though. Let's see. I want to see what we get out of this. Random scrap item, scrap allowance, 20 cryo. Scrap components, filters, capacitor, sensors, useful salvage to the right person. So I think it was up here. So ore exchange, we give them scrap. Yes. Then we get some cryo out of it again. That's nice. Okay. I do want to finish this thing in Dragos' yard. Let's go ahead and do that. Oh, you gotta be joking. Whatever. Then we still have this one here too. Okay. Alright, so let's finish it with going to the rotunda. Because somebody's after me, apparently. Nice. So dock watcher. Getting to know the rotunda doesn't just mean you have places to visit. It means keeping your eye on new arrivals too. And then we also have the Haven Age watch list. Haven Age runs the rotunda, and their security watches the docks. Better avoid attracting their attention. All right. What else have we got here? Oh. Ankita. Oh, we have a new character. Okay, I love them. I love them. I love them. Ankita, a stranded mercenary. Hey, you. Want to earn a chit? Ankita stands beside a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Make it two. Ankita laughs. This goddamn station. She sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. Alright, come here then. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split the plating into two bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she angrily flashes the massive plates together. Excuse me. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and looks up you up and down. Or is it just that you all think I'm an easy mark? We all need to survive. Ankita softens. I get it. I do. She shakes her head, but if I could just go one cycle without some jumped up grifter trying to take me for an idiot, then that would be nice. Ankita hoists one bundle of plating on her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You've got to earn those chits. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way, and she sets off down a gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores. I've seen this word before and I forget how to pronounce it. It's okay. What's all this for? Oh, this? She nods at the plates on her back. I'm building a treehouse. She gives you another of her looks. It's for the ambergris, that cutter you might have been seeing silent out there. She rapidly turns another corner as you trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad on our last job and I had to moor up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our ship mine, so now she's gone dark. Ship mine. She shifts the panels on her shoulder. The upshot is that I'm short on one ship mine with a ton of repairs to do, and the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I'd been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Anything I can do to help? I don't know. Got a ship mine tucked away on that frame of yours? For a moment, you aren't sure she's serious. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls a second bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She passes the bundles of plates through Ambergris's outer lock and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all of us around. And Kita throws you a couple of chits. She gives you a parting nod and ducks to the doorway. Alright, get out of here, she calls back, and the lock slams shut. Literally got two chits. LOL. Alright. We have hull repairs and we wire drones. He does a couple of glitch repair drones to storage. If you can wire them, they repair the embers for you. Locked action, skill upgrade part. Interesting. Ship shape. The ambergris doesn't look good, but time and attention should see return to a functional state. And then we also grounded. The ambergris is in a delicate condition. It'll be all too easy to push it over into a cascading collapse. Oh, and we have a bar. Tally keeps some expired Solheim rations behind the bar for those worry spacers who ask why the Overlook doesn't serve food. Also have this. Get a drink. You're unsure if your friend can metabolize alcohol, but this fungal drink fermented along the greenway seems like a good test. And then we have Overlook regular. Ooh, the Overlook isn't exactly a restaurant, meaning the only way you'll earn your trust around here is with a stiff drink. Let's go ahead and buy a drink. Because now I'm making money. Let's go to Emphas. I think this is the last one we have to do. Yes. Be a fungus fan. Alright, Emphas doesn't trust people easily. Okay, I wonder if something happens now. Your mouth stings as your sensorium sends warning signals over and over. This is the good stuff. Okay, yeah, so we do get a new. Sleeper! Emphas calls out to you, a booming voice that echoes through the corridor. He's got little veggies and stuff here. That's so cute. Okay. Oh, and it's a walk there. I didn't even notice that last time. Aw. Tell me a story. He throws a handful of chopped mushrooms into his wok, the fire leaping up to meet the oil. I see you, cycle in, cycle out, but we never speak. Tell me a story. What kind? Any kind. He pauses to drizzle something from a plastic bottle into the wok. One of yours. He looks up at you. Nothing stolen. You pause. The spice is rich in your nostrils and think about the kind of story you'd like to tell Emphas. You look at Emphas, the listener, and imagine he has heard it all before. Perhaps he would enjoy a strange story, something with some spice. Something with some spice. Tell him about your dreams. This guy's my therapist, okay? I kind of realized that in the last video, like, just telling him about my story as a sleeper and how I arrived here. I'm like, bro, this guy really just will listen. Anyways, all the sleepers you tell Emphas had dreams. Some were simple, memories left over from that emulation process that had become tangled up in their minds and would come out when they slept. It wasn't rare to hear a sleeper in the dorm scream or cry out in the night. My God. But your dreams, those gray skeletal after images of systems and structures, of threads and patterns, were like the others. So it's interesting you have to sleep though, even though you're being put in a mechanical body, or biosynthetic body, I suppose. I don't understand why you would, what the benefit of this procedure is necessarily, but continuing on. They weren't memories or nightmares. They were reflections of reality, distorted, yes, but somehow true. You learned, back then, to keep quiet about them, to let them flow through your mind like water. That was until now, until you arrived in this place. Now your dreams colonize your waking life. They slip behind your eyelids with every blink, and now you understand they aren't dreams at all, but some process of interfacing, of speaking, of living in another world that flows through this one like smoke through air. You tell him that you do not know if there is a reason for your dreams. Perhaps, you reason, it is just some side effect or particular quality of the frame you inhabit. Oh, this cat. But whatever it is a gift, and you hope to make use of it. Emphas finishes cooking and squints a little at you. Sleeper, he smiles. You're quite the storyteller. He eyes you, and you realize that he's trying to gauge how honest you have been in your story. Emphas passes you the meal he has cooked, and you take it gratefully. As you eat, he talks, a natural exchange. Thank you, Sleeper. He looks around at the empty market. But my time is done for today, and I do not want to keep you longer, so I'll make you a proposal. He gestures to the plastic boxes of ingredients stacked behind the stall. These are good enough for most, but someone's told me a story that made me think, a couple of cycles ago. They said that across the gap in the Greenway, fresh mushrooms grow. Have you heard this? No. Neither had I, but I trust the one who told me. Emphas begins packing up his things. Can you bring me some? I cannot cross the gap and I worry about leaving my things behind. He smiles. I am sure a storyteller like you could handle the trip. I will prepare them for you, and if you wish to test it, tell it, be the audience for another story. Agreed. Good, booms Emphas. Then I will wait for you to bring them. Emphas slides his walk away and straightens up. I will prepare a recipe then, Sleeper. Good luck with your foraging. You turn away and walk back into the main market, the rich taste of Emphas's food still lingering in your mouth. Stories for food, you think, a trade that seems more than fair. Yes, nice, nice. What is the Greenway? Perhaps it's in the lower end gate, but we don't have the money for that now. I think that's everything that we have to do for this cycle. Yeah, we don't have any more dice. All right. Oh, I do want to see how much medicine would cost though. Wow, 100. That's wild. Maybe we'll find a cheaper alternative soon enough. I hope so. Should I do more cryo? Okay, wait, we have 3 days. Okay, that's good to know. Okay. All right, let's end the cycle. Hope we get a good roll this time. Pretty good. At least we got a... No, we don't even have a 6 again. That's weird. We got more 6s when we had lower condition, but that's okay. All right. I really need to finish the Stragos one. I'm about to have to pay up his debt. So we should probably save up some money. I'd rather do this one. Oh my god. Okay, let's try this one more time. Come on. Come on. There we go. Alright. Dragos. I'm gonna say Dragos sometimes. I just feel like Dragos is better. I keep thinking of Drago or kind of like, I don't know. I'm getting like a Game of Thrones pronunciation vibe, kind of like Khal Drogo. Anyways. You arrive into a buzz of activity at the yard. Red blinking lights flash across a vast dark shape suspended below the dome. They flicker across scorched hull plates and bench structures spilling from holes in the twisted shape. The cutter is huge and has been torn apart in some violent encounter. She's a beauty, isn't she? Drago stands to the side, focused on the hulking ship as it lowered into the yard. She is. I should thank you. This place was on its last legs when you turned up, and now look at this. The ship descends slowly, its interior visible through multiple hull breaches. You struggle to gather the same enthusiasm as Dragos for this monstrous craft. You can't help but think of what became of its crew. What happened? What do you mean? He glances at you. I managed to convince our salvager friends to give it to me on credit. That's what happened. No, what happened to the ship? Not my concern, he shrugs. The ship creaks like a calving iceberg as it reached the base of the yard. Dragos is visibly excited. I know I said you shouldn't stick around, but I'm gonna need some help with this one. The drones start to crawl over the hulk, their lights illuminating flashes of dented hull. Watching, you wonder if you ride in a similar fashion, locked inside that container, the wreck of the S&R freighter lowered into the yard like a corpse ready to be butchered. Or was the container delivered to the Dragos on its own, a womb for your rebirth into this strange station? You shudder. Perhaps if you could learn something about this ship, you might be able to trace a path that led you to this yard. Interesting. Drago squeezes your shoulder. After these past cycles, I think we're up to it. What do you think? You see the fading name of the ship emblazoned on its side. Winterlight. Let's do it. He claps you on the back. Glad to hear it. Come back in a few and we can make a start. A real beauty, Dragos repeats, perhaps just to himself. You take one last look at the shattered ship as the drones start cutting, and then slip out of the yard, feeling suddenly cold in the empty passage. Oh, we got an upgrade point. Tutorial, character and upgrades. You've completed your first drive. Each drive completed unlocks an upgrade point to the spin on upgrading your character. Access your character menu via the arrow button at the top right of the screen. But did I get one for... Okay. Into it. Dragos is nerve. Dragos seems increasingly nervous about your presence in the yard. You're not sure he's going to hold his nerve much longer. Ooh. I feel like I'm going to spin it on into it. Alright, let's look at this stuff. Engineer. Efficient extractor. Chance to gain random scrap item on engineer actions. Okay. Transfer. Intercept. Self-repair. Use scrap components at home to repair condition. That might be good. Transfer intercept for interface. Chance to gain cryo and interface actions. That'd be good to get condition up again. Into it. Predictive reasoning. Dice actions display potential positive and negative outcomes. Endure. Photosynthetic skin sunbathe. Dice action allows energy recovery at home. That's good. I would have to spend money on stuff. Maybe. I feel like doing Intuit. I feel like I have a lot of Intuit actions around here. What to do, what to do. We do have this going on right now. With these different keynotes. I think we have one over here. The Solheim. Yes. Let's do that one. Let's bypass it. Oh, sorry, I should read this. This node is leaking corrupted contractor lists from the early days of the system's Palladium rush. Hunter. Oh, look. We got 6 things there. Interesting. Things Bay. Oh, let's deliver this data. And we'll have one more after that. Spend some money at the Overlook. What else we got here? Still have the Rotunda thing to do, I think. Okay, that's okay. Now let's see what this is. Wow. Okay. That sucked. What else have we got here? I don't want to do this one. I want to do some hull repair. Wait, and don't we still have something over here at the shipyard? Let's do this one. It's not on a timer though either, but I kind of feel like just doing it, getting it started. Oh, I got ship shape. I got a random scrap item finally. Okay, let's go do the ore exchange again. Where are you? Where'd they go? Oh, right here, right. Sell those components. What did I upgrade? Oh, interesting. So 1 upgrade point to get the 1+ thing. It doesn't. Okay. I was like, did I not just invest in that? That's interesting. Good to know. Good to know. All right, let's go spend some money here. You hand over the chits to the Yatagan enforcer and he nods you through. Okay, now we've got way more time. Low end. So, we got block bandits. Maintained by the residents, the ramshackle blocks are always in need of repairs. Helping out is a good way to make friends, okay? Low ender, no one knows you here. You'll need to change that if you want to access low end's residents and facilities. And then we have play Tabla. The clack of the filter caps can be heard in every concourse low end as the residents play rotating rounds of this game for cryo. And then we have the free spoke, towering transit hub. So the spoke climber. The spoke is a layer after layer of dense urban fabric. The only way to explore it is vertically. We have enter the spoke, which is a danger. A tangled network of service passages and makeshift tunnels cut through the spoke as if it were a hive. There are no maps here. And then we have scale the spoke, which my engage makes this bad. Blistered with precarious elevators and stairways, the spoke can be navigated from the outside, but the climb requires bravery. Dang. And we We have Founder's Gap. Okay, so this is where we were earlier. Wow. So I can't even get across the gap. It's gonna be a moment before we do that, I think. All right. I think that's a good rest day then. Oh, we do need to buy some food though. If this wants to make this old recipe, we need 3 handfuls of coral caps fresh and firm. Okay. Well, what's the Does someone tell me how much I get from the ration? I know for a fact though, Enfys will give me 3, so let's just do this. All right, let's go to Betty Pie time. Yeah, we've got 4 more days until this hunted thing becomes a real issue, so we really need to get this thing figured out with the rotunda here. What's this other one? It's a 4, right? Let's go and get this guy in. Oh, this network storage holds corporate records, most of them corrupted by a failed system purge. Okay, bypass that. Get some Solheim data. Give that back to that guy. I think we could still do the rotunda. Yes. Start this action. Okay, finally, we've got Dock Watcher. Getting to the rotunda doesn't just mean new places to visit, it means keeping your eye for new arrivals too. Good to know. What we got? Sealed dock, Solheim docking bay. This must be the person tracking us. Don't we have that? Oh, yes, we do. So unlock maglog. These old maglogs look like they each need an encrypted key to open. Why the heavy security for a decaying dock? Interesting. We need 2. We got 1. Unsealing the dock. 2 maglogs seal the entryway to this dock. It doesn't look like anyone has been inside in years. Let's just go ahead and put one in. All right. There's so much to do. Think of a thing. Let's give him the Solheim data. All right. All right, Fang. As you enter the bay, Fing is nowhere to be seen. The banks of servers and machines blink out of the dark in staccato rhythms, unseeing eyes of the station's digital ghosts. Shitheads! Fing's voice echoes from behind his stack, followed by the hammer of a fist on a metal casing. These snaky shitheads. Who's snaky? Pretty sure. Sleeper! Fing's smiling head pops out from behind his stack. Just the emulated conscious I have been eager to see. Come back here. You pick your way between the thrumming stacks, trying not to tear up on the loose bundles of cables that blanket the dark floor. Fing is sat in front of a set of monitors mounted to his stack. Tell me, Sleeper, what do you see here? Fing waves at a monitor at his side, glowing with pale lists of information. You lean in closer, looking for the links in the data. The tables seem to be filled with personal information, names, genders, dates, ID numbers, all the markers of institutional records. Shitheads? Fing laughs. Maybe not all of them, but what kind of shitheads? I'm gonna guess Solheim. Bingo. He taps at the terminal. I pulled these from the old data you brought in. All employees are the Eye's original owners. And he leans past you and scrolls the list down. This one. This is a snaky shithead. He stabs at the screen with a finger. The name reads Arden Hurst. Friend of yours? Fing gives you a sideways look. Funny you should say that, Sleeper. He drags a stool out beside him and motions for you to sit. There just so happens to be a Arden Hurst in Haven Age. He waits for your reaction. In Haven Age. That's it. He's right here on the station now. Fing leans back in his chair. Just think about it. Decades ago, Hardin worked on this station as a... Fing leans across to look at the monitor. Senior Strategic Operations Executive. SSOE. Fing raises his eyebrows at you. Our Hardin was keeping the money coming in for Solheim. He defined priority growth initiatives by making sure the extractors they contracted out to were hooked into a system that outsourced all the risk and kept the profit. Good old Hardin shuttled thousands of Palladium Rush workers into an infrastructure which meant that their cut of the work they did went straight back into Solheim. This is some colonizing ass behavior. How do you know this? I grew up here, Sleeper. This is my history. I'm a child of the collapse. Bing turns back to his screen, staring hard at the strings of code flickering by. Before I was born, my parents were Solheim contractors. They ate in Solheim canteens, worked on Solheim ships, they breathed in Solheim air, and slept in Solheim beds. Bing's voice rises as he speaks, his hands fist on the terminal edge. And the work that paid for that existence? The cycles of hard extraction out in the belt? Solheim took their cut. This was a company town, so to speak, and my parents were just another in the long line of freelance contractors willing to risk their lives for a short shot at anything other than poverty. Disposable. This guy, stabbing at Hardin once again with his finger, strategized all that, did the sums, and then somehow, thousands and thousands of cycles later, is still going, still here, crawling in the walls like some shithead snake who survived the revolution. Interesting. Surely it can't be him. Bing relaxes a little. Who knows? He turns to you and smiles. So are we gonna find out? Hardin is now a big shot in the shipyards, just a few degrees back around the eye from here. Bing brings up a map of the lower eye. Haven Age might be born out of Erlin's revolutionary zeal, but a flat hierarchy it is not. Hardin happened to float to the top. Bing zooms in on the far yards. Bing grimaces. The thing is, I don't have access to those systems. The shipyard crew is pretty paranoid and they don't like anyone from systems digging around their stuff. Plus, we need more than just the name of a Solheim executive. We need proof. Bing holds up a thumbnail-sized drive. That's where this little creation of mine comes in. I call it a ripper worm. He turns the drive between his fingers. It'll rip through any digital storage and spin out a silken thread of filtered data. This one is set on the scent of Hardin Hurst. He hands it over. Getting into the compound might be tricky. Bing puts a hand on your shoulder, but you, however, have a particular knack for remote access. Bing grins. If you can extract yourself a Haven Age cipher from a Haven Age agent, they sometimes carry them among their data caches. You can crack open up the compound's network and slot the worm in through any open port. You never even need to go near the shipyards. Interesting. So what do you say? Up for it? Yeah. I knew it. I knew you'd be happy to catch a snake. And don't worry. Once we all nail this guy, I'll start work on that tracker of yours. I haven't forgotten. Fing scratches out his chin. Anything the worm gets, it'll send back here to me. There's something wrong here, and I aim to get to the rotten core of it. You leave Fing digging through data among the wires and machines of the old station. As you walk out, you try to imagine the eyes that once was, a vast machine running smooth and strong, directed by people like Hardin. A vast Solheim-built machine into which thousands poured from the surrogate systems looking for a new life. The hope for a better future, engineered to line someone else's pockets. It's an idea you are intimately familiar with. Oh, man. Well, I think a lot of people are familiar with that. You think of Hardin still alive, still part of this place, and wonder if the past is ever truly present. So, we are almost done here at the shipyard. If I get a positive, give me 2. Let's just try it. Oh my god, man. Okay. Then we have this guy. Barely have any money right now. Sure, another ship is salvage. As Dragos Ward says, break it down, move it on. No foreigners a troll. Investigating the winter light means picking through its systems and structures. It won't pay, but it might find answers. complete both. Wait, okay, wait. I do need to see. We need a Haven Age thing here. Initial feature of this isolated mode at least 6 days. That's the cycles ago. We got a Haven Age agent. Okay, we'll make sure to get that when we have it too. There's another one there. But we already did one of these. This is... Oh! Gatito mío. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Let's... I do want to work for Dragos here, plus I do need some money. Alright. Oof. Let's buy another drink. I'ma buy you a drink. Alright, let's get this going. Come on, Overlook regular. Overlook, a favorite haunt for spacers. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, haunt, the spacer calls across the low room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Ignore him. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar's surface. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out! The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could breach the wall and vent you into a hard vacuum. Tala, owner of the Overlook. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glabs come sailing through the air. Catch. Ooh. I'm gonna duck. You duck and the glass explodes in the bar behind you, showering you in glittering shards. Through the haze of glass and garol vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as she slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your forehead and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared, and a fresh measure of garol is slugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol and a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. You were pretty fast in that second glass, she smiles, picking a piece of glass from your forehead. But not fast enough. You don't feel the pain, only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Watch her. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So, you've been on the eye long? Long enough. She laughs. Hey, you don't need to act tough with me. A splinter clings to the tin. Not everyone is like that idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be in this new place. Trust me. She meets her eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, and the company is, she leans in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar, and if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. Ooh, new place to sleep. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides a glass of girl to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still in the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out. She laughs. Just don't sit here too long. I'd hate to see you become a real regular. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does. And before long, she's retelling how she threw that spacer out to the new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction, and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. Oh, look at her tattoos. You take a sip of the girl. The earthy fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out the sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old feels good. I like that everything is just made from fungus, food and beverage wise in this game. Okay. So it looks like it can work. Buy rations, bar shifts. That's so cute. Good service overlook clientele could be a tough crowd, but you have Tala's backing, and that means a lot. Okay, so we do definitely need to get that engage skill next time. What shall we do? Kitty. Oh my goodness, cat. You're killing me, man. You're killing me, Smalls. Okay, just making sure my lighting still looks good after that. Alright. Probably best to buy some scrap before I can't after this. I'll still have 19, okay. Let's go. Wood exchange. Put some scrap in. All right. What else? We got 31 now. What's this thing up here? The low ends. We've got something we can do. I mean, it looks like the worst that can happen is I lose some cryo, so let's just do it. Alright, well, we got one in low ender, so that's good. I guess that was the neutral. Alright. I've got to disable this tracker. This guy's gonna catch me. Whoever it is. Alright, but yeah, I think if you do some bar shifts, we might be able to get a new place to live. Which could probably also help us get this guy out of our way here. I'm gonna start with less dice this time now. Indeed. Alright, we're now flickering. Okay, wait, we need to go find a Haven agent. That's true. Well, that's a Yatagan. The same. Didn't figure that though. So we may need to go to them later. Alright. Haven Age members broadcasting on the open network from here, leaving them open to data extraction. Bypass them. Extract that data. Okay, so we got a Haven Age data and a Haven Age cipher. And a Ripper Worm. I think I said you would disable your SMF tracker. Alright, we gotta go hack the shipyard now. Wait, doing this right. Alright, slot it in. We have access. Open port sits waiting for you to slot in a Ripper Worm. What will you find in there? Oh, okay. Oh, that's a cute little thing. Start the action. Let's leave, I suppose. More slots in and begins tunneling down a thread. Godspeed, little one. Aw. Alright. Bings Bay. What we got here? Wings Ripper Worm installed, but it'll take a few cycles to run through the closed network. 3 days on that. We are gonna need some food soon. Not food, but aim the thing straight. Condition, but I think we've got quite a few days on that. I think 3 dice is like gonna be kind of my limit I want to keep with things. I would like more consistently, honestly, but we'll see how things go. All right. With the overlock bar, we can do a bar shift. Oof. The ambergris still. Oh, and we do also have this here as well. I like to keep helping out over here for yard clearance. Some stuff there. Oh, and we got more scrap. Let's go back to the ore exchange. Put that down. Okay, cool. Got some goodies after that as well. Let's go to the ambergris. We got 2 3s, so we might as well just use them now. Try this again. Ah, nice. Okay. Ambergris doesn't look good, but time and to return state. And last but not least, let's go and try the shipyard again. Please give it to me. And I just need 2 more. 2 more. Am I just doomed to not get anything over here? What is the issue? Alright, and we're gonna go down back here to the bar and buy a drink. Can I not buy a drink anymore? That sucks. We'll just go to bed. I'll have to make sure to save all that stuff for Fungi Bay. Ooh, I think we're approaching the end. Might go for a little longer here. Okay, let's just go one more cycle. We'll see how things go. Oh, we got 2 6s now. Okay, that's so good. All right, we got that in. With the fix the embers, get to know Memphis, study the winter light, survive, build a ship mine. So, gotta gain access to the ore fabricator for that. What have we got? Oh, merchant freighters here. High level prices. Let's engage. Shiftly cryo. Buy ship mine fragment. Oh. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, maybe we can get enough money today to do that. Go here. Let's put 6. I'm gonna put a 4 down for that. Yes. Bet. How much I got on this? I still got plenty of days left, and I'm almost done clearing the yard, so we're good on helping Dragos back out. How many days left do we have? Oh man, we have a just as. Oh. just do this, I guess. Got a good service. We're definitely not gonna have enough time to get that through. Oh man. I got the shipyard. Do this again. Okay, I really just need to get the yard hand thing through, so get this risky one put through. Got some more coin after that. We have Lem and Mina now. Haven Age offices. Unit assembly. Okay, we got unlocked 2 things here. Let's go check out these 2. Shipyard, Haven Age construction yards. From the walkway, the sidereal, from the walkway, the sidereal horizon looks impossibly vast. A landscape of plating and frames. All along your flanks, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. The sense of scale of industry is both stunning and strangely unsettling. Aww, shipyard worker and his daughter. He's quite beautiful, I think. Turn to see a figure a little way down the walkway leaning at the railing. He is thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the side rail horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lem, he leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina, he adds with a smile. Hi, Mina. She stares and tucks herself behind Lem, who dutifully picks her up. He's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? He buries her face in the folds of his overalls. Aww. Mina looks out from Lem's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her then? Lem asks you eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship, or just admiring. He shifts Mina's weight to his other arm. Working, admiring. I think admiring, because I'm a machinist, would be good. Understandable, he nods, gazing back out at the side rail horizon. You like her too, don't you, Mina? He jostles her a little. She's Mina, and my ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. The ship? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a Haven Age contract on the side of Horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. He smiles. We won't get to sleep the journey through, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall in a new world, he winks. Alright, interesting. Decades? It's a long trip. He straightens up, stretching his back. That's a colony ship, friend. The Sealess Foundation is sending thousands of people to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. They'd be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Nice. So what's the Foundation? Yeah. They're Haven Age's client. Yeah, some wealthy project from the core systems interested in independence and self-sufficiency and all that. They hired the whole shipyard out. Helped re-kit it and everything. He strokes me in his hair. Someone else's dream, I suppose, but doesn't mean people like me and Mina can't tag along. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy, she whispers. Food, pulling an exaggerated grumpy face. She glances furtively at you as she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lem's neck. I'm just chatting a little, Meanie. Give Daddy a sec. He turns back to you and suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Haven Age crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily, and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. Yeah, maybe. He looks at you, the side rail horizon, as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hole. We've got to hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. You agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. Daddy loves me, she says. She says it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Lem smiles and lifts Mina. That's it. We hold on. Smiles sheepishly at you. We're just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? He sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one. He pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? He turns and they walk down the walkway away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot. Her shout echoes down the walkway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lem. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the side rail horizon. A ticket out. New drive. On the side rail ticket. Workers on the side rail crew get entered into draw for the colony ship sliding through. Well, that was my cat. Anyways. Alright. Unit assembly. Wow. So systems fitting. The side rail horizon is webbed with complex systems modeled like nerves in a body. Your job is to lay these systems in. Junior tech. The system team is looking for new members to prove yourself a reliable tech in your end. And then we also have this one. Structural fitting. The side wheel horizon is assembled block by block. You earn a place on the team welding those blocks together. Weldersmith, you have a spot supporting the weld team. The place to prove you know how to put a ship together. Anyway, quality control. Shipbuilding spots on the side wheel horizon are hard to come by. Poor work will see you drop from the roster. Ooh, interesting. All right. We have Haven Age offices. Back to Yatagan. Don't I have something like that? Then we have fragment supply. Sophisticated techers wear on the ice. The shipyard is happy to repay for ship mine fragments they can dismantle and reuse. A slate in the office advertises that Haven Age are looking for informants on gang activity in the eye. They'll pay. Ah, right. All right. Buy a ship mine fragment. Just go ahead and do that. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Then what was... What do I need to bring to her? What's it say here? We'll need a ship mine core, probably for her, but we're not even close to getting that finished yet, so I don't see really a good purpose of that quite yet. All right, and then let's go back down here. Let's see, don't we unlock another one? Age agent, unit assembly. Oh, there's a third thing over here. Maybe I'm wrong. But yes, let's go here and get them some ship mine fragment. Literally got half of what I gave in for that, so next time we'll be waiting for a free one. Just wasted some money there. All right, what else can we do? We have one thing left, one dice. Oh yeah, let's see if we can get a Yatsugan agent. Yes. Some gang forces implants are chirping out constantly. No time to see what they're talking about. Extract that. Go turn that in. Is what a knock. Got 10 cryo from that. Yeah, I kind of got some money back from that, I guess. All right. I think that's gonna be it today. So let's go buy some food again. Actually, I do want to see how much it'd be if I just bought some rations. Let me see here. No, I just imagine it'd be 2. Okay, that's good to know. All right. Alrighty, and we got some good dice again. All right, but we are gonna end it here today. All right, thanks again for joining me. I'm excited to see what happens next. I am probably going to, I hope the game doesn't end when this person finds me. I mean, I've literally got this and the data extraction happening at the same time, so hopefully I can avoid one. Yeah, and hopefully when they do arrive, it's somebody nice. I don't know, but it's probably the SNR Corporation, so we need to get out of Dodge. But yeah, thanks again everybody for joining this stream. If you like the video, leave a like. If you want to see more content or see different kind of content, or even have a chat about what's going on in the game, leave a comment. And if you really like my channel so far, even with my 2 videos, please subscribe. I'll definitely be making more. I'm gonna try and get this uploaded tomorrow, Wednesday evening. I'll try not to do it by 8 p.m. like the last one. I was just playing around, trying to learn how to edit better. And I also made a video intro today, so I'm pretty excited about that. And hopefully that'll be in the video tomorrow, if I learn how to work it in all sexy like. So again, thank you so much for joining, and yeah, see you next time.